I can taste it on my taste buds, the very taste of it.
Taste it on the underside of my testicles.
Oh my good heavens.
Welcome to the Hyena Lounge. With your hosts, Elijah Green, and Chad Dunnage.
Well, hello, my friend. Welcome back to the Hyena Lounge. My name's Elijah Green, and I'm here today with my buddy.
My name is Chad Dunning.
Hell yeah. No, it was perfect, baby. Hell yeah. What's going on, man?
I'm
How's
trying.
your day going?
Good, man. It's going great. Got to
Hell
spend
yeah.
most of the day with you getting this ready, and just we're working on all sorts of editing projects, and I got like 2 different shows going on now, my live stream and the podcast. So I'm working all the time.
Hell
now,
yeah.
baby.
And
Yeah.
we've got this D&D thing going now, so it's going to be a whole
Yeah, that's
nother
one of the
level.
2 shows. Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Woo, I got the news, I've got the D&D, I've got the podcast, and I got the live stream. And then all the social medias associated with that. So, yeah, lots of
Hell
work.
yeah, man. Kicking ass,
How about
brother.
how
Kicking
your day
ass.
going? My lips are tripping over themselves right now. How are they here?
Hip tripping.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, my friend. Thank you for asking. I'm just chillaxing. Happy Saturday to ya.
Happy Saturday.
Nice. Got my coffee ready to get some Mary J. Wanna in me. Speaking of
Yes,
coffee,
what kind of coffee? Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of coffee are you drinking?
today I'm over here sipping on this Dunkin' Original Blend. It's fucking
Dunkin'?
one of my favorites, I must say.
Are you dunking anything into it?
I'm not dunking anything into it except for my
Sacrilege.
lips. Yeah.
A donut or something to dunk it into.
Dude, this brand is like my mom's favorite, and she's always had this when I was growing up. So now I think that's why I like it so much.
Yeah, it's just like a comfort coffee.
Exactly. I'm like, I feel like I'm
yeah.
back at home. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's why I drink Folgers all the time. I'm almost positive that was the coffee my parents drank all the time, except for when I was a kid, it used to come in a big tin can instead of the plastic like container. I've showed you guys
Really? The
before.
Folgers?
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
What the
Oh, yeah.
hell? That's
Yeah,
weird.
and then we used to save the tins because then you could, like, my dad used them in the garage to put like random nails and screws
Oh,
into.
yeah.
You could store stuff in them. So yeah.
Hell yeah. But my man, what are you sipping on?
Ooh, I can't decide if
This
I want to grab the
fine
actual
morn.
coffee or the. Still the same old cup. I saw your e-cup.
Oh,
Equal,
hell
like,
yeah.
I like that.
I got the cup with my E on it.
Mhm.
Dude, your mug
And
is
then-
so solid. And last
I
episode, I
love
think
it.
you
It's
mentioned
so
that's your
thick.
go-to mug.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
literally
I don't
wash
blame
it, maybe but once. I wash it like once a week, and I do it by hand so that I can keep using it.
Nice,
Like I don't.
nice.
This thing hasn't seen the dishwasher in years.
Dude, I never put any of my coffee mugs in the dishwasher. I'm afraid something bad will happen, or like the glass might not be meant for that kind of heat. So I'll just
No, I
scrub
get
it out.
that.
I don't care.
Yeah, I've never bought a coffee mug that had instructions with it. So yeah, I'm always nervous of breaking
Yeah.
it. But I currently have 3 coffee mugs sitting on my counter. Well, 2 because I've got this one with me right now. I've got this one, and I've got a tea coffee mug, and then I've got like a hot cocoa coffee mug in case I want
coffee
to dip
mug?
stuff in it. Yeah. So I don't drink coffee out of it. I only drink tea out of it.
Is it like a smaller cup for tea?
No, it's just it's like instead of being this tall boy with
Yeah.
the mustache guard, it's just it's one of my bigger size coffee mugs. It's not like
Gotcha.
specifically made for tea. It's just I use it specifically for tea.
You do the tea
Don't ever put
bagging?
coffee in there.
You
I
like the tea
do.
bag?
I tea bag my tea all the time. Yes, I do. Yeah, I
Hell
just
yeah.
re-upped on my sleepy time tea, and then I've got like a caffeine tea if I'm not in the mood
Sleepy
for
time
coffee
tea.
that morning.
Ooh,
Yeah,
very
by
nice.
herbal. What is it? What's Celestial Seasonings?
Celestial seasonings.
This is for
That
when I
sounds so
can't
nice.
sleep.
What?
It is
What's your?
really
Do you have a
tasty
favorite?
and helps me sleep.
Like a favorite kind of
Tea?
tea? Yeah.
Oh man,
I do.
don't.
Oh
Not off the
man.
top of my head. I mean, brand. Are you talking brand or like actual type of tea?
No, like type of tea. Like I love green tea. That's one of my go-tos.
I do love green tea.
Oh my
green
God,
tea's really good. I
yeah.
love peach tea. Peach
Oh
tea's
shit,
really
yeah.
good.
That's like Georgia,
Right? And then again, sleepy time honestly is probably one of my favorite flavors too. I don't drink it a lot because I go to sleep. But
yeah.
now getting off track of coffee mugs and tea and asking what coffee I'm drinking. Have you heard of a company called Dazbog? It's a pretty big
Dazbog.
coffee
what
chain.
the hell? No, I haven't.
Coffee time.
Dazbog. I'm not sure if it's just a Midwest coffee chain, but this is their French roast. I usually buy pre-ground beans, but this time I accidentally bought whole beans, which it's always cheaper when you buy whole beans. But I haven't found the ratio yet. It smells fantastic. Like, it smells so good, but I haven't quite figured out how many beans I need to grind up to make a decent pot of coffee. Yesterday I made it for the first time, and it was super, super weak. I made it today, and I put like twice as much coffee in there, and it's still kind of weak. And it's supposed to be a bold coffee, so I just don't think I'm putting enough coffee in the filter. But it still tastes good.
Yeah,
so
I don't even know about that stuff. Cheers, my brother. Cheers. I've had a coffee though where I had to grind those things up too, and I got this little grinder thing that's like this tall or something. And I put the beans in the top. I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I just filled it up with beans and then grinded up all of them.
Fun fact, guys. Don't use the same grinder as you use your weed. Don't put your coffee beans in your weed grinder. That's the first step.
Too late. I've been grinding up my marijuanas with my coffee bean grinder. That would be incredibly refined.
But I have I've got an electric grinder. It's probably about as tall, maybe a little bit taller than my coffee mug. Nice. I just pour beans in the top until it's full, put the cap on, press a button for a few seconds.
Oh, my cat hates it.
If there's like full bean. Oh yeah, I bet.
She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I just check to see if there's full beans left in it, and then grind it up and pour it out. And I still haven't found that ratio yet. I'm kind of bummed. Still good
there, my brother. You'll get there. Now, what in the hell are we toking on today, I wonder?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Now
toking.
we're toking.
There we go. Today, my man, I'm finished off some of my San Fernando Valley Kush. Unfortunate and sad, it will be killed. But it's going to be nice.
Do you have replacement weed for when that's done, or do you got to go to the store?
I don't. I got to take a visit to the store, my man. So that's going to be a joyful trip.
Wear your mask. Stay 6 feet away from people. It'll be fine. Today I am still smoking on this Hebrew cannabis, this rabbi blessed kosher kush. Oh boy. Did the trick for sure. First rip of the day for both of us. We are
Rabbi blessed.
Scabadoobies. I think Elijah needs to get blessed by a rabbi. He might die soon.
I'm about to throw up out here. Don't you even test me. Yeah.
I have been there. Don't you even test me. I will throw up. Don't you make me. I'll do it.
Oh my God, man. So, my man, I thought I have a video I would like to kick this off with.
Starting it off strong. I don't know why I'm always surprised you start with videos.
I love
every time.
We
didn't just have a meeting corresponding our outline of our episode. A video? What?
A video? No, videos are not a thing.
I didn't know we did that here. I'm so surprised. Please continue.
So, to preface this for those of you listening, there is an older lady that is playing a VR game, and she seems to be like walking a tightrope thing. I'm not sure what game this is, but she's staying
like
real level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like she's, from the monitor we can see in the background, it looks like she's on skyscrapers, like really, really high up in the air. I can imagine it's a tightrope or something like that. She's doing the PlayStation VR. You can see the globes in her hands.
Yeah. So I'll just let the video run, and let's enjoy this.
Stop. I hate it when people mess with people when they're doing VR. Like,
I know, right? Step to the right.
What?
You'll float, they said. Oh my God!
Oh Lord! Oh my Jesus! They just wanted her to take a step, and she literally.
They told her, take a step to the right, you'll float. And she goes, what?
Because
I'll float? Like, and they're trying to get her to, like, I guess when you step off, I assume you'll just plummet to your death. And she decides
they probably want to get her to
lunge.
go, oh God, this is so scary.
Yeah. She lunges to the corner of the room, ripping cables out of the system and the TV.
Oh, yeah.
And, like,
putting her hands full out in front of her. Like, it wasn't like a jump, like from her foot to a foot. She Superman dove into the corner of the room because she thought in her brain, because she's VR is what it does to you, In her brain, she thought she was on the top of a building and that if she jumps, she's going to fly like Superman and stay suspended in middle air.
Do you think she
In the
was
middle
trying to
of the air.
parkour?
Oh my God.
I think she was
No,
doing
I think
hardcore.
she was trying to fly. I literally think her brain, she was like, oh, if I step to the right and I'll float, that means if I jump forward, I'm going to fly. And she just fucking goes for it. One more time, please.
Absolutely. Poor grandma. That's what I assume.
Poor. I think her brain like smashed into the corner of the room. That's why you can't mess with people. See, as soon as that dude messed with her, it's real for her. She's old. She doesn't understand. Like that's so messed up to say, but like she's of that older generation where. Oh God! Like full force. Oh, she might have a neck problem from that. Like,
watch the jump again.
Grandma.
Gotta see
Just the jump. And look at the little girl, and she like doesn't even realize what happens because she's watching the TV.
TV just goes black,
Oh,
man.
Lord.
That's so bad.
Yep, TV black, PSVR broken,
Holy.
grandma
holy.
probably broken. Oh Lord. Whew.
That video was submitted to us through the Hyena Pod hashtag on Twitter by our glorious man, Thank you so much, you beautiful, beautiful
Are
individual.
you kidding me?
I love
Yeah,
you,
baby. If you guys
yeah.
have any suggestions, any videos, anything you find on the internet that you think we like, just go down to those comments underneath there and hit hashtag HyenaPod.
Send
Type
that
in
to
and
us.
we'll find it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's, you don't even have to send it. That's the best part of hashtags. Hashtag HyenaPod. We'll find it.
HyenaPod. Get it to us.
Yep.
We love to watch it. My God, goofy shit
Oh,
like
man.
this, man.
That was
what the hell?
hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Poor grandma.
Very, very unfortunate, Grandma. Oh my God.
Anyways, where's my
Good
coffee?
shit,
Right
man.
in front of me.
What coffee? What coffee? What coffee? I never drank a coffee in my life.
I need it. Oh, I need it.
So, Chad, how was your week, man? We just wrapped up the week. How the hell was it crackling for you?
Pretty good, brother. So this week's been pretty crazy for me, dude. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have kind of been feeling it this week. Is like the week after Thanksgiving, and like only a few weeks until Christmas. Plus, we're all dealing with COVID and everything. And in some places, like my state in particular, we're having a huge spike in COVID right now, and it's just really weird because where I've been
Scary
staying
shit.
inside and working on my stuff normally, like now I'm staying inside because I have to, but somehow I'm getting more work done. And that's, I mean, as much as it sounds like us just tooting our own horn and you'd be like, what have you been up to this week? Like what I've been up to is the stuff that I'm touting to you. So, basically we've been recording extra podcasts instead of just once a week. We've been trying to get a couple out, not like to you guys, but recorded or in the can. We've been trying to do more than one a week, so that's been interesting. Kind of collaborating with Elijah and figuring out our schedules.
Ooh.
And
Could I say
now that
something on
he's
that?
go ahead.
Yo, and good thing now is that now that we're backlogging episodes and I'm having episodes edited beforehand, I can put them up earlier for those of you that are maybe supporting on Patreon. So you'll be able to get access to those much farther, like perhaps Friday release instead of coming out, for everybody on
Just the day
Tuesday.
before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can get it the
So,
whole
yeah, and then,
weekend,
I
all
mean-
yours. But
yeah, that's the
continue.
idea of us working so hard too, is so we can try to make this just continuously better for everybody that's listening and hanging out with us and supporting us.
Fuck yeah.
But
Thank you
yeah,
guys so
aside from
much.
the podcast scheduling this week, I'm trying to schedule my actual like day-to-day activities a little bit better, so that can be something I can coordinate a little bit better and not sacrifice things when I want to do other things and actually fit it into a schedule. The D&D happened this week, which I don't want to talk about too much right now. We played Dungeons and Dragons a couple days ago at this point.
Yes,
and we're
we
going to talk
did.
about that at the end of the podcast. But
Maybe like
yeah,
last
so
week
D&D
when this
happened,
comes
so there's a
out.
lot of preparation for that. Yeah, last week, I guess, for if you're listening right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a lot of preparation for that, a lot of education and learning that I had to do, and then we played, and there was a lot of learning during that.
Hell yeah.
Not much else though, man. Just trying to de-stress afterwards and play some good video games.
Hell yeah,
hang
man.
out,
On that
live my
grind and
best life.
unwind with the Hyena Lounge. That's what I'm talking
The Hyena Lounge.
Hell yeah, man. My week's been weird as well. Like this week has just this was the first week that I was fully committed into the creative endeavors and stuff, and then doing like freelance drafting work on the side, which was very strange shift for me, not to like have
That's
to wake up and go. Yeah, so it's like I'm like, what do I gotta do something. I'm like, I'm usually at work right now, and I gotta go out and make money. Like, what do I gotta do? So it's been a lot of that.
Explain
Is
the
always on the
freelance
mind.
landscaping, the
Oh,
freelance
hell
work
yeah.
you've been doing. Like,
Yeah.
what's that's all about?
So my boss has, I've made a lot of contacts through the company I used to work for, and they know that I put a quality drafting work out. So they decided, hey, like this past Monday, they were like, could you do some a little bit of drafting and clean up this last plan for us for submittal? And then they just paid me by the hour as a freelance contractor. And so I made like $75 that day, and I was like, that's a nice little check right there. I like that.
No, that's sick, and that's actually that's something that you can market as well and do.
Hell yeah. I love doing it too.
That's
so
really
it works
interesting.
out.
Well, that's
love it.
perfect. I'd hope so.
Yeah, this
Especially
whole
since you
process.
considered or mentioned that you were looking for more work like that.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize. I never consider what types of jobs can be freelance like that, but that
Isn't it wild? They're just like, hey,
exactly
we need a
what I'm looking
draftsman,
at, doing
somebody
as
that
much
knows the
freelance fucking
computer.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's awesome, man. It's been like a real learning process on how to market myself really well. And like, I have my Indeed resume all filled out and all fancy. I have
I've been working
commissions up on Upwork and stuff. I'm like offering graphics and editing skills and that kind of thing. So I'm just getting myself
Have you
out
dabbled
there.
with Fiverr at all?
Oh shit, that is another one I need to get on. I used to use that,
Fiverr.
but well, like I never was a.
This is why we bounce
worker
ideas
on
off
it.
each other. This is
Hell
what we talk.
yeah, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Fiverr would be a great idea.
So if I could live off of what I love, I mean, come on. There's
Yeah.
no beating it.
Yeah.
There's no beating it.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if this is something you anticipated talking about later or not, so feel free to cut me off. But last week, in the podcast, so a few days ago when we recorded it, but last week you had mentioned that you might have thought about perhaps getting back into your narrations.
Yes.
Morbid Corpse YouTube.
Yes,
Has
indeed.
anything like that? I know you've been doing like you said freelance work and then graphic work, man. You put out your most recent graphic. If you guys aren't watching Morbid Corpse's Twitch
God.
channel, first and foremost, you're an idiot. And secondly,
Oh, you're so kind.
the opening graphic that he just made for that, holy shit, blew me
Dude.
away.
Thank
so
you.
I have
Thank you so
officially
much.
commissioned my friend who's over here.
Hello
and
there.
He's working on one for me. He's also going to work on one for the D&D. So keep your eye out for awesome fucking graphic work. But your
Thank
narrations as well. That's the other thing that I didn't realize. I knew you were super talented with the narrations. The graphics is what blew me away. But
Oh
tell
my
us about
God.
Morbid Corpse. I want to hear if you've been working on that at all.
I'm so blushed right now. Thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate you so much. Dude.
You're amazing, dude.
So for the Morbid Corpse horror narrations, I've been collecting my stories. Right now I have 4 stories in the bank, and I'm like so amped to just jump on recording it. I think I'm going to set it someday during the week, maybe on a Wednesday or something, that I record the stories and start backlogging those. So I'll probably be looking to kick it off by the new year, give myself some time to backlog. But hell yeah, I'm excited as hell.
So let's all hold him to it. He said New Year. Let's hope for the New Year.
Hold me to it.
Yeah. I gotta ask again one more just fun thing that I like to talk about, nerdy type things. Having been an actor for quite some time and having studied acting and having studied my fair share of scripts, what's your process when you do that? Do you like go through and mark breath points? And
oh my
mark
God, that's a
pause points and stuff
fantastic
like that, or do you just go off the cuff the first couple times and get better?
That's an awesome question. Thank you for asking.
I love
Jesus.
this stuff, man.
So when I find a story I like and it usually has some kind of like fucked up ending and shit like that, I'm like, oh, this hits me good. And I have to read through it. I print it out, mark it up. Like I have certain colored highlighters that I use when like a certain feeling needs to be portrayed. And then like something very intense will be bold red. So I'll read through it and kind of test out different inflections on Kitty to be like, hey, does this sound better if I sound like this? Does it sound urgent or like this? And I have notes all over that shit. But then I record it like 3 times. And then usually I always end up going with a third because I learned from my mistakes. I'm like, it actually sounds a lot better to me when I do it like this. So that's man. I get really
and then
into
do you
it.
usually, after you do those 3 recordings, you go back into it and like cut it up a little bit and maybe piece together the best from the first, the second, and the third?
Oh yeah. So if I
Fantastic.
started it off nice in the first recording, but not so good in the third, I'll clip them together to make it sound the best, and then try to put some music in the back to immerse the listener.
Sweet. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love it, man. I'm excited. This
Thank
is
you, my
great, dude.
brother.
Yeah, that's a good process. I miss studying scripts and stuff like that. I haven't done stuff like that in a long, long time. So
Oh, I
very
missed reading
cool
the
to hear
scary
how you do it.
stories too. I was like reading them, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this feeling I have where I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm just like, I haven't got to that in a story in a bit. So it's nice.
So do I get inspiration for that? Good question.
Oh fuck yeah, you probably get a roll 18 inspiration on that question.
Yeah, baby.
Magic.
What have you done to
Speaking
me?
of magic.
The look of confusion on my face right now
Oh my god,
is
man.
indescribable. What did you even just put in my ear holes? Where
You're
did
welcome.
that come from?
You're welcome. That's all I have to say about that. You're welcome. Now, I have an update. Can we get news? Where the hell's my news alert? Do I not have news?
don't know.
I'm so
You do.
so disappointed. So, my friends, today I would like to announce a new challenge for myself. I'd like to be moving on and picking a different one. I really want to dive much more into reading more. I want to become a real bookworm, dude.
A real
A real live bookworm.
glasses pushing.
You get my books at the library kind of guy.
Got it.
I'm currently reading this book by Dan Harris called Meditation for Fidgety Skeptics. And this
Okay.
book
You told us
by
about
Chris
that a little
Hogan,
last week, I think.
yeah, called Everyday Millionaires.
Oh man.
It's fascinating as hell. He
Good.
tells
I'm
stories
glad.
about people that are just like really modest workers. They just do what they love, like farmers that are just doing little things and putting money away smartly. Like that's what he hones on is the investing properly and saving a certain amount and leaving it for your family. It's a great book. So I've gotten super into that. That
That's
and
awesome.
meditation, but those kind of go hand in hand almost. Because like when I'm reading, I'm just like so relaxed. I just get into another space, you know. You just get out of your head for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Oh yeah. I've been doing pretty good on my too.
hell yeah.
I can't see the teeth whitening yet, but it's happening. It's slow. It's very, very subtle. And it tastes like shit. So that's what I'm also working on.
It tastes like shit
Yeah, the gel that's in there. That's on the.
when you put the
teeth strips.
the strips on. Yeah, are they clear strips or are they like black
Yes.
charcoal
No,
kind of
they're-
strips?
No, they're clear. They're like
Okay.
got the perforation or whatever on them. Not perforation, but it's like. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah,
It's hard to
yeah,
describe.
yeah.
It's got a little.
Yeah, I've
Little-
had those before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
a-
just
like-
fold them up on there. It's super weird and it makes me feel super goofy, but
Do you have to
I
keep
do
them
them
on
at
for
the end
20
of the
minutes?
night. So, the ones I've got right now are 30, and then
Oh,
there's some that are like
Jesus.
2 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So the 30 minutes are like once a day for 30 minutes. There's some that I have that you're supposed to do them twice a day for 30 minutes, and then there's some you do them like once a week for
Once
2
a
hours or
week?
something. I don't know.
Holy
I don't know.
fuck. Yeah, 30
exactly.
minutes for me is almost like Jesus. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess I'll watch a
exactly.
TV show while I'm doing it.
Yeah. It's weird to sit there with something else. But yoga's doing better. I'm doing better at that, and that's been getting a little bit easier. And I'm also starting to go on walks, which is good.
Hell yeah, man.
Even though it's cold outside. I'm from Colorado, so it's not that cold. You break
It's-
a sweat after the first 10 minutes anyways.
Well, it's been cold over here.
Oh, yeah?
Chilly.
How cold is it?
Chilly old Billy, it's been about 60 degrees, all right? Freezing our nips
Whoa.
off.
Hey, Google. What's the temperature?
The current temperature in Fort Collins is 48 degrees.
Could you hear Google?
48 degrees?
48 degrees. And it is the afternoon, folks. It's only going to get colder from here. And that's warm. Like that. It's almost 50. Woo, baby. It's hot
Baby,
outside.
short sleeves.
Yeah, man. I'm rolling up my sweater.
Dude, it's actually really nice for us right now. Like when it gets to 50, we're like chattering like fucking ridiculous.
Oh, dude, I bet you guys are fucking frozen at 50. Are you kidding me? Last
when
time
it's-
it got 50, you guys were a dead asleep, and it was fucking at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Oh my god. Dude. But now that it's like 64 degrees,
And
it's
you guys
actually
woke up
pretty
and went,
nice.
Whew, pulled up the blankets a little bit and passed
There's a
back
jacket. Turn the fan off. Yeah.
out. Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Oh,
my
Lord.
god. So my friend,
Yes, sir.
remember the VR clip? Doing everything wrong, diving into the corner of the room, unbelievable, unheard
Breaking
of.
everything.
Well, I have another great and prime example of people just doing everything wrong.
Everything.
Now, I do not know how to preface this video. If you're with us listening, I think you'll get the point. You don't need to see it. It's a news report interviewing
At some point, you're
lady.
spoiling, right? So
Yeah, interviewing a lady.
this is DailyMail.com or like AX5, I think. Is that really the name of the news station?
Africa X5?
Africa
What
X5.
the hell? Follow him on Twitter.
Okay.
Here we go, babies.
Follow them on.
We ended up talking, and we took off to the park, and we ended up asked him, will you ever date your mom? And he said, will you date your son? I said, honest truth, yes, I would. Because 19 years, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, and I really want to be with you the rest of my life. And I really want to be with them. It's kind of hard right now, but I don't care what people say, because we're going through a lot right now. We try to keep it a secret, but
Oh,
we couldn't do
no.
it no more. Cause,
Try to
you
keep
know,
it a secret. You're on the news.
You're on the news.
Well, it's here's the whole thing from the very start.
Well, I told him it was at first I told Carlos that I'm sorry, I don't know how you gonna react to this. I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, are you really? I said, yes, I am. He said, you know what? I was scared to let you know too. I am too. He was too falling in love with me, with his mom, and I was falling in love with my son. And then we ended up talking, and we took off to the park, and we ended up asking.
Damn, son.
Oh my
Where did you
god!
find these? Yeah.
So just to give you an update, these people got arrested. I just gotta let you
Bruh.
know.
People got arrested. Both people are in jail now. Oh, fuck.
Would you ever date your
Is
mom?
that is that illegal? No. See how quick that answer was? No. It's easy,
No.
simple. Lord.
Cut and
Is
clean.
that? Are we being too judgmental? Like,
Oh,
is that a
shit.
thing nowadays? No. Let's not.
No, they got
We
arrested.
draw a
for
line
real.
at
Yeah.
incest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
The rest
I'm
of the world
sorry
agrees.
If I'm offending anybody out there like that, am I sorry about that?
No, you're not sorry about that.
I'm holding strong to my stance against incest. I
Would you
think I'm going
ever-
to hold strong on that stance.
Would you ever date your mom?
Oh, God! This shit should be easy. Fuck off!
Oh my god, dude. So
Oh,
that's
shit.
a real those people that live
That's
in
a
the world.
real-life news article from AfricaX5.com. Check them at AfricaX5. Do I get to show mine
Incredible.
now, or do you, that's because that's
Oh, hell
horrifying?
yeah.
Yours was like a horror movie.
You're welcome. I thought you'd like it.
You're welcome.
I thought you'd like it. Now, what do you have for
I,
us, my friend?
I enjoyed it on some level. I enjoyed it on some level for sure.
It looks like grandma, the fucking thing.
Okay, hold on. I gotta remember to turn down my OBS audio to about here. It's loud as hell.
I asked him, would you ever date your
this
mom?
is
Newest drop.
This might trigger people, so we will trigger warning this one. If you're a basic white girl, I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert.
You might find this offensive. Are you ready, my friend?
When white girls say they're manifesting, oh my god. I'm
Wait till
absolutely
he's
ready.
breathing. Okay, you're ready.
Yes.
What's up, girl? How you been? I'm good. I've just been manifesting so much. Oh, okay.
How does that work? I'm just manifesting, burning some sage and doing some voodoo on the side.
That's the close practice.
I'm on a spiritual journey, I'm on a higher plane.
You are not a shaman because you spent your K-hole in a Nissan Leaf.
I've seen things, okay? I've been to the spirit realm.
You are not a priestess because you vaped DMT outside of Trader Joe's.
Yeah, well, I went to Tulum last year.
But that doesn't make you feel calm.
Yeah, well, one time I twerked with the quartz crystal up my vagina.
What's that supposed to do? You are not some neo-Wiccan, woke Caucasian, Yoruban, Bruja sorcerer. You're Emily from Milwaukee.
You're Emily from Milwaukee.
We're healing crystals clown.
Milwaukee.
Your spirit animal's a mosquito.
You made banana bread 3 times last week. You watch Emma Chamberlain.
No!
The only thing you're gonna conjure up is some cold brew to poop.
No!
Some cold brew to
That's
poop.
okay! So don't come to me and say you're manifesting when we both know you a basic white girl. Fuck!
Oh my god!
The only thing you brew is cold brew to poop.
Holy god!
Coffee time.
Coffee time.
That guy is a
He got
god.
me. He got me so good on that one.
Andrew Russo
On
on
TikTok.
TikTok. Holy god!
Whew, you made my heart leap and leaves a bounce.
Bro,
I don't
I'm
mean to
good.
keep
I'm good.
scrolling. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. TikTok is the worst.
TikTok auto plays like a
Um,
motherfucker. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So that really was just incredible. I couldn't help myself.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Well, I twerked with a crystal in my vagina. What's that supposed to do? Oh shit.
Holy fuck,
Okay,
man.
Andrew Russo, thank you for the laughs.
My dude, did you have a would you rather? I think you mentioned one.
I did. Sorry, that slipped my mind.
Oh.
I've got a couple actually, and I think those are the ones for the day. So I just got to decide which one to start with.
Hell yeah.
And see through these tears.
Riggedy riggedy rad rock and rollin' toaster. Oh, I got
This
me
was-
a separate toaster. What's up?
What? A separate toaster?
You got a separate
Who needs a
toaster for your
separate toaster?
other. You got bagel toaster
got
and
bagel
your bread
toaster?
toaster. You got one and
So
then
glad
two.
we were on the same page. on
Yeah.
that. You got a coffee mug and a tea mug.
Toaster strudel toaster.
I do have. This one's a pretty simple question. A toaster strudel toaster. So you have three toasters.
I hire him just to toast my
Why is
toaster
that so
strudels.
funny to me? Oh my God. I just want to see them. Like, are they side by side or on like different parts of the kitchen?
They're stacked on top of each other, so I gotta move them off.
That's so
every day.
inconvenient. Yeah. Why would you? It doesn't even save space because it's too tall. Like, why would you do that?
I like the silver statue. I can't. It's a pillar of
I can't help it.
microwaves. It's toasters
Something
out
about
there.
3 toasters on top of each other. It's so beautiful to me.
Holy fuck, man!
This is one of the dumbest things that we've ever laughed about. Would you rather?
Yes.
Like I said, this one's a simple question, but it's a really interesting thought. Would you rather relive the same day repeatedly for an entire year, so 365 days of the same day,
Of Groundhog Day.
or lose an entire year of your life?
Wait, lose an entire year of my life? I got a question.
And
this is where
they get fired.
After I finish dying.
Look at this dude.
So as far, look at this dude.
My first question is, do I lose the year in the future? Like if I live to be 83, does that number go to 82? Or do I lose a year of my past and it's like removed from my brain?
Let's say, just because I think it might make a little bit better conversation, let's say that you get to 82 and somebody comes up to you and says, hey, by the way, you were going to live to 84, but now once you turn 83, you're done. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry.
Wait, what was the first choice? Live every day again. for a
Relive
year?
the same day for 1 year.
Huh. I think. Oh my god.
Actually, you know what?
I'd probably lose
I
my
retake.
mind.
I'm backtracking. Let's not do that year situation. Like I said, the old lady. I don't like that. We're gonna say that it's a year that you've lived, but you get it taken away from you, but you're the only person that remembers it. So it's taken away. It never existed. You didn't kiss that girl. You didn't go to that concert. You didn't do that, but you still remember it as if it happened. and it drives you crazy for the rest of your life.
So that's like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's what I'm trying to make it interesting because
So
relive
what
in
are
the
the
same day. I
choices?
feel like that's my answer.
What are the choices now? Did you remove the first
Relive
one?
the same day for a year, or you lived a year, but it gets taken away, and you're the only person that remembers it.
That one sounds miserable.
Sorry, I did adapt that. one.
I think I'd rather live the same day for a year and just see how insane I go. You know, I'd probably be like fucking the end of some fucking crazy movie where he loses
gonna
his
say,
mind. Like Jack.
If
at
in the
Torrance.
situation I live the same day over again, I say, have I seen Groundhog's Day still? If I have, then I'm totally picking that option because I'm just do crazy ass shit every single day.
Yeah, dude, I'll be like
jump
Hunter
off
S.
the Empire
Thompson
State Building.
every day. Just like
All right. That one
fucking
didn't end up
tons.
being as good as I thought it was. Are we ready for the next one, or we want to wait?
I thought it was pretty Dante. I thought it was. Well, you know what? Somebody else actually might have another answer. There's a lady over here chiming in on the lines. Hello. Let's get her on the line.
Oh yeah, let's get her on the phone, ma'am. You're on the line live with
Ma'am?
Hyena Lounge. Ma'am, are you there?
Ma'am, are you there? Okay. All right. We got her. All right. All right.
Okay, you
Apparently,
brought her
this
through.
girl
Cool.
gets the answer very wrong. She's on the line. Let's see what
We're
she
gonna patch
thinks
the
about the
audio
topic.
through of the lady. Yeah. Would you rather? Go ahead, hun.
When we refer to someone as yellow, we consider them to be what?
Chinese?
Not Chinese. Over
Oh.
to Jerry and Murray. Now. Yes, Jerry.
Cowardly.
Cowardly is correct.
Again, because nobody is as judgmental as this little girl, you can't tell, but the second child is of Asian descent.
Oh my
Wow.
god. So I think she
Evil.
got it wrong. I think we were both right and she was wrong.
Evil child.
Evil child full of evil.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like when he said no, not Chinese, she looked at him like, really? Like,
Are you
what else
kidding
could
me?
it be?
That's the only thing that I thought.
Oh my lord! And then the Asian child says cowardly. That is correct. The lady to your right is cowardly. Oh my word! Anyways. What? Wow!
That is another
What a
thank you to
segue.
Thack. Oh my god, I love you, Thack.
All right. Well, since that was another short video, I got one more short video, and I think that's it for me.
Hell
on
yeah,
videos.
man.
This one is gonna take us. Oh, I just
Hocus
the
pocus.
audio again.
Who's your favorite Power
And,
Ranger?
Probably either the red Power Ranger. I'm gonna go with the red.
I
He
think
started as my. So go ahead. Go ahead. I think you're serious about this. This sounds real. Who is your favorite Power Ranger?
the gay one.
What? Okay. Oh, sorry.
I like the
They're
rainbow.
not all gay? Wait a
It's like a
minute.
bag of Skittles. I take them all, baby.
They're the rainbow, baby. I want the blue one and the pink one. Yeah, baby.
All right,
Okay.
mate. What you got for us?
Are you ready?
What is
This happens very quickly. I can't explain it. I would highly suggest checking out our YouTube channel. That way you can see what we see. Or
What
Patreon if you want to see it early.
Fuck.
Are you
What
ready?
do you have
Do you
for
want
us?
to explain
I'm
what we're looking
so
at right
ready.
now?
I'm looking at what is this? A cow farm? You got cows indoors, separated by railings, and we're watching a TikTok about them.
Ready?
I see 2 cows.
Here we go.
Yes. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? A cow just fell through the roof? What the fuck? What? What the fuck?
I'm sorry for the beep. It's not very good for the audio, but I did turn it down for the recording, so hopefully it's not as bad.
Holy
Yeah, it only went up
God.
to yellow. Whew. So
Oh
hopefully that's
my
not as loud for you
God.
guys as it was for us, but
That was hilarious, dude.
I know.
How
It's
does
just-
that cow plow through the top? This cow falls through the ceiling and crashes onto the cows below and like is on a railing and he's what the fuck?
Straddling it and then like gets itself off too and gets the hell out of there.
It's the cow escape. It's prison break for cows. It's the farm break. It's welcome to
Trying
Farmville.
Stop streaming. Welcome to Farmville.
God,
Oh,
man,
that
that
one.
was amazing. Jesus Christ.
A quick little vidya.
You know, that cow crashing into the that crowd crashing and eating shit really reminds me of when we crashed and ate shit in D&D. Oh my god.
Is it that time? Is it time to talk? I was gonna say we might talk for a while, so let's definitely utilize the last 20 to 30 minutes of this podcast to talk about D&D. Yeah.
Okay, so you
did
beauties.
you have fun?
Yes.
No, you go ahead, please.
Let's
Go
first
ahead.
introduce it as hello. If you don't know, we launched a D&D evening. It's going to be weekly on Thursdays. We're planning, and we had our first one, and it was
Thursday
fucking
night,
awesome.
6 p.m. Mountain Time.
6
whatever
p.m. Mountain
Morbid's
Time,
math is.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Got it. Eastern Standard. That's the part I gotta remember.
So this is my very first time playing Dungeons & Dragons. I've been wanting to play this for years. I've just never had a crew that wanted to play as well.
You nerd, did you just pull out your notes?
Until, of course, I pulled out my notes. Until we met our D&D family on Twitch.
Ugh, gotta run
Now,
nose.
I am playing a stout halfling barbarian named Milo Thorngage.
He is
Chad, who are
indeed.
you playing?
My name is Rayathan. I don't even know my last name because there's so much to memorize in this game
There
about
is
yourself
so
in order to
much.
play.
I-
So I'm literally pulling up my my player card as we speak because I don't know why I didn't prepare to talk about D&D.
It's okay. Dude, yeah, I had no idea how many notes that would be required, but I'm glad I had a notepad right beside me because I was like, oh
How many
shit, I guess
pages
I
are
need
you
to
on
be
so far?
writing this down. I only have one page full of notes at the moment.
Okay, cool. Maybe we can compare. Maybe this is the point where we can like compare notes and compare like what we both already heard the same information, right? So I think it's reasonable for us to compare notes on what we've heard and what we know,
Yeah, so
and then
for
that'll
those
give
of
everybody
you
an idea to update. Go ahead.
that don't know or didn't tune in, we started off on a ship floating in the sky. Basically a ship that is designed for water, but now it flies in the air. And we are on it.
Yeah,
And we have
I think
few
it was
passengers
designed
on the
for
ship.
air, but the idea is that it was built the exact same as a boat is for the water, except for instead of building masts, they built wings. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Right,
it's
and then
quite
instead
a
of
funky
building
look. It
a
looks
rudder,
awesome.
they have an engine, a blue elemental engine, which comes from
Yeah.
this
This
magic from the land.
Trippy ass
right?
blue crystal at the back of the ship. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
So myself, Chad, Kankosaurus, and No Soul are on this ship along with a few passengers and the crew for the ship.
Should we introduce what type of characters Kankle and No Soul are? I have
Yeah,
that in
go
front
for
of
it.
me.
You have them pulled up. Go for
Okay.
it.
Yep. Kankosaurus Rex is playing a Warforged Artificer. So an Artificer is traditionally like a tinkerer or a mechanic. More of like the steampunk kind style from everything I've gathered, and that could be way off. If you want to correct me, please do in the comments down below. Warforged is like not a cyborg because that's like part human. It's like a robot basically. So there's no male or female. So it's like a warbot, a warrior tinkerer. His backstory, because I got to listen to it a second time and I took notes, is that he was on his way. It was like he was on a convoy to a gnome city. He was captured by the gnomes. They experimented on him to try to like duplicate him to build more of him for the city. And basically turn him from a cranky old robot to a happy-go-lucky, positive robot tinkerer.
Isn't he like half robot, half tree? That's what he looks like.
No, we might have to ask him.
Because I was looking at that race before I settled on a halfling. And I was like, this guy looks
that's what-
crazy. But then,
Half
yeah, I wanted
tree?
the
I don't
little
know.
beef squatch.
I'll have to research the Warforged a little bit more because I don't know much about it. Our buddy No Soul, his name's Knock. I'm sorry, Unit 437 November Oscar Kilo, or Knock for short. Our buddy No Soul is a tiefling. Is that how you pronounce that? A tiefling fighter.
No clue.
Which is like a horned demon with a tail. And the fighter, I'm imagining, is just like the fighter class. He didn't give much about his backstory. All the fact that he just lost. His crew was mutinous against him and took over his ship, and now he's just on pursuit for a new ship. And then halfway through, he was like, "How do you know I'm a pirate?"
I know, right? Like that. All he said was, "I'm on the hunt for a new ship." His
That's
description
the only way.
was like one sentence. It was incredibly short and beautiful.
And if you could read anything of the sentence other than what he said, it's "I'm a pirate." Anyways,
yeah.
and then my character, I know Morbid just said he was the little halfling, delicious little beefcake. My character is a Goliath Ranger. I've got creepy, searchy skills, and I'm an urchin, so I've lived on my own my whole life. And a Goliath, I'm nearly 8 foot tall. I weigh almost 400 pounds.
So your character's
giant
8 foot
behemoth
tall,
of a man.
and my character is
7 foot,
3
like
foot
9 or something,
and 1 inch.
3 foot and 1 inch.
That inch is
but
very
we're almost
important.
as strong as each other.
Yo, dude, my halfling, you guys gotta understand, my halfling is 3 feet tall and a barbarian. So he's like a bodybuilder, got smashed down, and now I'm a hamburger man. You gotta get, that's how we roll.
Giant hamburger beefcake. He's got 2 less hit points than I do as far as like just general what he can take and what I can take. I got 34 hit points. He's got 32. Not now, but anyways, do you want to continue on with the story?
So we're on the ship, right? And then I'm on the watch in the evening. Kankelsaurus was on watch. He went to sleep. And now I'm taking watch. And through the night, I'm smoking on my little pirate hash. And I'm getting a little
pirate hash.
Yeah.
That is so funny, dude. Our DM at Bob of the Ghetto asks, "What are you doing up there, Morbid? What are you up to?" Without hesitation, I rolled up a big joint of pirate hash. He's up there puffing. Go ahead. I'm sorry to keep interrupting.
No, you're good. So at first I was perched between the 2 staircases and like this wall. So I would have been tucked into a corner, smoking on my pirate hash and just peeping on the horizon, right? But I thought to myself, I want to move back and go to like the upper deck so I could see forward and backwards. But
which ended up being smart.
It ended up being not smart because
that's
Bob,
right.
the next thing that happens is the ship tilts. It starts to go lose what was it? Losing power.
The engine exploded.
Yes, that's it. The engine fucking
explodes.
And the ship starts to tip, and I have to roll to be able to catch myself so I don't fall off the ship and die. So I missed the first hand railing, and then my last hope for survival is the second railing.
The edge of the boat.
Yes.
Yeah, the railing on the edge of the boat.
And then Bob asks me to roll for what was it? Like how did he phrase it?
It was a saving roll, I think, wasn't it?
Saving roll. It's to see if I catched
on
myself
athleticism,
or
it was either athletics or acrobats or something like that.
Something like And
I
was like, God
I should know.
damn it. I'm like, this is how I'm going to go out. I'm going to die really fast.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one
don't
to
forget
die.
You rage beforehand too, right?
Yeah, yes, you're right. I used my character's rage ability, which gave me like super fucking strength for a minute in the turns.
Because he missed that first round, so since he got to react, oh my God,
yes.
It was so intense. Like this,
I put out my claws, like Wolverine claws, to try to like grab into the boat to like hold myself on, but it was like, God damn it,
claws.
And I rolled
and
for
then he had
it,
to roll,
and I hit a motherfucking 20. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
that
it was so sick. It was so intense, guys. And like Bob had to take a step back and describe the whole situation just like Morbid did to you guys. And it was just so it was like the highlight of the night. We had a couple rolls.
It was
like
the best
that,
roll, Bob said, of the night.
Yeah, best roll of the night by far.
I could not believe I hit a 20. I was like, this is my first roll. Oh my god.
So all the while that nuts nest has happened to him up there, all of us have gone down below deck, right? Because it's the middle of the night. A lot of the beginning of the game was us kind of describing ourselves to each other. I made a bet with the captain on when we entered the boat. He saw I have a pet mouse in the game. Chat named him Beans. And I have little Beans, and he kind of scurries along the fur like garments that I wear and like underneath my armor and stuff like that. But he popped his head out, and the captain told me there's cats on the boat, functional working cats, and their goal is to chase down mice. So to hopefully not hope, but I think those cats forgot about my mouse during all that crash. I'm just gonna say.
I hope so.
Anyways. So if my mouse is still alive when we come to, Bob, I hope you don't watch or listen to this. You might owe me a favor. But anyways, all the while we're underneath the deck, the ship's tilting. We hear a crack beforehand, which kind of sparks Knock and Billy, or Kankosaurus and No Soul, to kind of head back to the back of the station. And as soon as the boat starts tipping, I started going upstairs to try to see what the hell was going on. I didn't make it all the way upstairs because with the explosion, it knocked the boat at like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
So I would have had to like athletic roll to get my fat ass up there.
Sideways.
Yeah. And Morbid's still hanging for dear life. And like, I know this because we're in the game, but my character's not supposed to know this. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get up to the top of the deck to fucking save Morbid's ass. And they go to the back, right? Well, they get blown against a wall. As soon as they go into the door to check the engines, that fucking explodes, right? Knocks them back up against the wall.
Hell yeah.
And then I think this is when it was Morbid's turn, and he got to roll again.
I don't even remember what I did. Was that when I used my
That's when you hulked
beast
your ass
ability.
fucking up to the
Yes.
You used rage again or
I
something.
pulled myself and flipped onto the ship, so I was finally back on
I
it.
think you've got 2 rages used, right? Because that was what you did. You
was
raged
I still?
that second
I think I was
time.
still raging. Yeah,
Oh,
because
no, that's
Bob
right.
gave it to me because I'd still be angry because he's like the ship's at this point
That's right.
crashing 900 feet away from the
100%.
ground. Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't gotten hurt yet, and that's what gets rid of your rage. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyways, go ahead.
Hell yeah. And then basically, mate, right into some mountains. We landed on mountains. We all took
actually,
painful
what's the name of the
damage.
Spine of the World's Mountains is where we're at right now.
Oh yeah, I wrote that down
Cold,
too.
Ice covered. But he said, as far as I remember, these ice mountains are on either side of the mountains are deserts of fire, is what he said.
Deserts of fire.
Yeah, so
I'm
we're on
excited.
the top of this mountain. What did you think? Like, let's talk about that. Like,
It was a great introduction. Like, what do you call those?
campaign.
Courses, campaign.
I
Yeah,
guess
it was
this
like a
we
good
call this an
introductory.
episode, since this is like the first 3 hours of this campaign.
Yeah. It was a really good introductory move on it, and now I'm super excited to see what kind of creatures and stuff we'll find and stuff. Because I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
damn, I can't really use my abilities how I was expecting to, like being able to talk
Right.
to animals and stuff. But now that we're on
'Cause we were in an
land,
airship.
yeah.
Well, and I really enjoyed the part where he was like had mentioned that we've been on the boat for like a week, and that we've all been. At one point I felt like Bob did a lot of prompting. He's like, so
Yeah.
you've been on this boat for a week. What have you guys been doing? What have you guys
Yeah.
been talking to each other about? Have you talked to each other? And of course, I got to be friends with Morbid in the game, so I was like, well, the little guy chases me around a little bit, and I allow it, because he's really funny and he makes me laugh, like when he tried to bust my balls about the bet and kill my mouse. I thought it was funny.
I tried to
So-
make a bet with the captain. I said I would take care of his mouse so he didn't have to fulfill his debt to Chad. Oh my god, but it's
So,
fun,
yeah.
man. I gotta get a
I
separate
made sure
camera.
We're friends and we're getting along.
I gotta get
Yeah,
a camera
dude,
for my
that'd be
dice
cool.
because I want to
That'd
throw
be
the real dice. That's one of the biggest things for me.
Dude,
I
Facebook
love that.
Marketplace and Craigslist. Look for a GoPro Hero 3.
I have one
People be
around
selling
here
them for, like,
somewhere, dude.
$50.
It's
Exactly,
fucking-
dude. If you have
Oh
that.
my
And then
God.
get that little fucking thingamajig. The stupid, what is it called? The camera card? Camera capture? Camera.
Oh,
I
the
don't know.
capture
Elgato
card.
makes one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine $13.
Fuck yeah, man. I just got to get that boy set up. I got to find it. Where the hell is that
Yeah,
shit?
find the camera. Should we talk about the other characters that are on the boat with us that may or may not even be alive at this point?
I don't know. We might want to save that for a more D&D focused thing because we've gotten pretty in depth on them. But what do you think? Do you think they have much impact on it yet?
I
just
they're
kinda
gonna
wanted
be
to-
in the wreckage.
Yeah.
Are you not worried about the little girl at all? Little 6-year-old girl that just went down in this crash with us?
The little Elizabeth. I didn't
Elspeth?
really get along
We don't
with
have to
her.
talk about it.
Elspeth.
You didn't get along with her. What did you even talk about? I'm so confused now.
Oh my god.
No, we don't have to talk about it. I just figured we'd have plenty of time. So, what did you want to talk about on the D&D stuff?
Pretty much that's it. Just like covering what we are, what we're doing, what just happened, just the basic things like that. There will be a video. I believe you're putting out a video on YouTube, right, for the D&D. So if you guys are interested to see
it'll come out the same
full
day we're
info,
recording this.
everything that happened, all the details, all the people on the ship with us that almost probably died, maybe died. Who fucking knows? A 6-year-old probably died. She's probably
we may
dead
have killed a 6-year-old in D&D.
on purpose, on accident.
Who knows? We'll find out next time. Dungeons and Dragons.
So this week was pretty packed, so we had to hold off on a movie night because we were getting everything set up for D&D.
Yes.
So we'll be getting back to the movie night schedule. So that kind of took place. The D&D talk kind of took place of our movie talk for this week. And the next movie we have is Dogma. When are we watching that next? Is it this weekend?
I think tomorrow. I think you said Sunday was still a movie night. But we can always change it. Either way, it'll be soon before the next recording of a podcast.
Hell yeah, we'll be chatting about that.
Or before next week.
And then we got to
those
get
listening to the
like a
podcast.
Christmassy movie because we're getting goddamn close at this point. Santa! Oh my
Santa!
God, I know him!
You know him?
I know him personally. He's my grandfather.
We could do Elf. We could do. There's lots of good Christmas movies. If anybody has any suggestions on Christmas movies, hashtag Hyena Podcast, or sorry, hashtag Hyena Pod for your Christmas suggestions. That we'll take them there as well.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, I'd be totally down with a holiday movie. I love holiday movies.
Holiday movies. I've got a good movie for the new year, a Robin Williams film. You already know what I want to watch. You already know what I want to watch, so I'm not going to mention it. It's going to be good. All right, man.
But yeah,
Hell
Dogma's
yeah.
next. It's the 4th movie in the View Askew universe. It again, we kind of talked about it a little bit already, so I won't talk too long. It's like the culmination of Kevin Smith as an artist, in my opinion. The entire movie is about a super touchy topic, religion. We're introduced to angels right at the beginning of the movie. Anybody watching it with us, I will mention that we're watching it on YouTube because it's the only way it's legally allowed to be put on the internet, and we can talk more about that when we talk about the movie next week.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting.
But with that said, again, we've got superstars in the movie again from Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are the two main characters in this movie. Chris Rock's in this movie. George Carlin's in this movie. The late not Alan Alda. What am I trying to say? The guy who played Severus Snape. What's his name?
I don't know. In Harry Potter.
Dang it. He's passed away now, but the guy who plays Severus Snape. This is the worst. And I got to look it up because I sound like an idiot.
Look it up. I don't even
Alan
remember.
Rickman. I said Alan Alda, and I was close. It's Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman's in this movie significantly. Yeah, a lot of good cameos. Really
Hell
good,
yeah.
funny thing, and it's going to be a great time. So if you guys want to join us, check us out. Keep an eye on our social medias.
I think by the time this comes out, we may have already watched Dogma, actually. The way that we're backlogging this. But
Okay,
guys,
well, if you want to watch
join
it
us
with
on
us.
Discord.
And any future movies, join us on social media so you can know when we're
Hell
starting to
yeah.
watch them.
Damn right. Hell yeah, man.
I'm getting used to the timing, guys.
I think that's about it, man. What do you think?
I believe so. I think that's
I
solid
believe
timing,
I can
solid
fly.
conversation. I believe that any time hanging out with you is a good time, mate.
Oh, I believe I love you, Chad. Oh, yeah.
Touch the sky. Magic.
Yeah. My dear friends,
See, we do it better than that guy does.
I know, right? We can over-record over this guy's ace
Oh, yeah.
voice. All right, you beauties, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Hyena Podcast. And if you aren't aware, we have recently launched a Patreon page for those of you interested in supporting the show. So you'll get early access to videos, monthly movie picks, and much more things like that. Lots to come. Kitty is wrapping up some awesome artwork for us, a new logo for the show, which I'm very hype about. And it's going to be some good stuff, man. So support your boys. Rep the Hyena Club, my friend.
The Hyena Lounge. Hyena.
Yes, don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to podcast, YouTube, all the socials. If you want to follow Elijah, I bet he knows what kind of social medias that he has personally that he could tell you about right at this moment.
Oh, I bet I do, as a matter of fact, actually. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Morbid Corpsey and Twitch at Morbid Corpsey. Come join me for Spooky Saturdays and fucking Tuesday, Thursday streams. Oh, and Monday morning streams. Come hang out in the fucking graveyard. I almost called it the lounge. What about
we
you?
got lounges, we got graveyards. You guys can find me at Thumbspasm on all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I've got a YouTube page that I've been trying to uphold for a little while, trying to get to those 100 subbies to get that URL that looks so pretty on business cards. Also, nice. Twitch.tv/Thumbspasm if you want to hang out with me every day, playing video games all the time.
Hell yeah. All right,
buddy. Well, thanks for talking with me today. It's always good hanging out.
Brother. With all that
You're the
said,
fucking best, bud.
Have a fantastic rest of your days and evenings, Chad. It's been great talking to you, lad.
All of the days and the evenings.
All of the days.
It's good hearing you. All the days.
Enjoy all the days.
Evenings and days.
Peace out, you beauties.
I don't have those moves. I do not have those moves.
All right, ready?
All right, I'm hitting the unrecord. Ready? Oh
yes.
No, I'm not ready. I'm big dumb.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Hyena. 3, 2, 1.